Mm-hmm.
I remember going to soccer practice and warming up with the tearaways and then just bam, intimidate the other team, pop them babies right off. What's up, Hummingbee? Oh, here we go. Just in time. Yeah, it's good to see you. Hummingbee will be on later.
Ooh.
Okay.
This is interesting. Well, you can definitely, well, unless it's, okay, it's not glass.
It's a blood shop, yep. So you absolutely take this.
I think you have to throw. Like,
okay.
There's an urn. Well, I guess you could gold spear. Okay.
Yeah, the gold is decent. Actually, I don't hate the gold.
No, Paratroopa. Okay, that was
fine.
Okay. Yeah, I probably would have still just thrown because it's so close to the start, but I wasn't thinking about just gold killing the urn.
Yeah, and we're gonna see some more throw attempts there. Cyber gets it, so that's good.
Yes.
We don't want to see somebody getting stuck on RNG there at the beginning. But what a start. Earth Spell, Rapier. We got a nice little torch there. And yeah, I mean, like, the carrot gives you back your health, so it's not even a cost with that blood drum.
Right.
So, oh, look at this. We got a blast helm.
Do you just earth that? Like, that's reasonable to just kill for that shop.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Yeah, this is a crazy start. There's so much good stuff. We'll see if Cyber does.
Because, I mean, it really helps that you have the little bit of armor, too, I think. Okay.
And that's the courage. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Well, Cyber agrees that you just kill.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so both racers rocking about a 50-50 record here. Cyber 7-7. Paratroopa is 10-11. Based on their times, Cyber should be the overdog here. That I think, Cyber has been like a playoff racer in the past, but I haven't seen much of Cyber's races this season, so I'm not sure what fit they're in. There is also this is the craziest Zone 1.
The Zone 1 has all the items.
Yeah, the shrine was regen shrine.
Well, amusingly, if you decided you really don't like the rocket, you could have had titanium flail courage too.
Oh, mopping. Yeah, that's true. I almost take that myself. I think I did that in one of my races where there was a decent rapier, but I had a broadsword, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna keep the broadsword here. So
both swapping off courage. Hard to blame them, but it's a little less fun this way.
Yeah, a little bit, but yeah, it's also extremely dangerous. And I think both of them doing it kind of makes it safe. Like, one person does it, it's safe to do it for the other person. So I think that's fair. All right, taking some trapdoors, and Cyber is now caught right up to Paratroopa. Paratroopa does still have her shops.
Whereas, yeah, we'll see if that ends up mattering, because I don't know if you're gonna have time to visit any shops, right?
That's a good point. Yeah, why would you? Yeah. Another difference here is we got 10 grenades on Cyber side, though they are blast helm grenades. Paratroopa having the 4 grenades, non-blast helm.
Yeah. I think that's probably, assuming you remember they're there, this is a pretty big advantage for Cyber.
Yep, 6. Oh man, Cyber just pushing there. That was a lot of damage, but it's gonna all come right back with that ring of regen almost.
Yeah, it's reasonable. You can, you want to be using the health if you're gonna take regen over courage.
That is the kind of push that we don't normally see. I feel like that might be the great next frontier of this game, is everybody really learning, and maybe they do and I just don't know it, but learning like how much damage everything deals, and really being able to calculate, like, I can push in here or I shouldn't push in here.
That definitely happens at the top levels. I do that reasonably often.
Okay, nice. I feel like with that push into deep blues, I'm just like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
How much, like, does a queen do like 4 hearts?
Admittedly, I don't know too much about a lot of bosses. I feel like everything in bosses does 1.5 hearts, except the bosses themselves who do more.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of the, like, sort of standard enemies. Though, like, I know the ones that do 3 damage. That's a thing to know.
Yeah, you can definitely see Cyber is just pulling ahead here.
Yeah.
Because not slowing down at all.
Not at all. Yeah, and I think, you know, a little bit of protection is going a long way here.
I think finding that fireball has been pretty useful.
That's true. Yeah, and we're not seeing a lot of shielding right now.
Yeah, Paratroopa really had to take advantage of the shield to keep up, I think.
Yeah. That's okay. Oh, there's that fireball. So we're going to go fireball shield for Paratroopa and a big dig pickup for Cyber, swapping out the glass shovel. At this point, the lead is sufficient enough maybe that they don't need the glass shovel for the quick Necrodancer.
Is that a potion? Oh, that is a potion. Probably not going to see it.
I mean, if I'm Cyber, I'm going for it, but I'm not Cyber.
I think Cyber didn't notice that that was a potion. It was, the walls were already partly destroyed, which is always tricky to notice.
Yeah, totally. And it was like right off on the side of the screen.
Yeah.
And as we all know, CoNDOR zoom is...
I don't think Cyber was looking there. I think he was probably looking at all the enemies he was dealing with.
What? You mean we have a luxury here in the booth of looking wherever we want on the screen?
Yeah, I just kind of ignored the enemies there for a second because I saw the walls and I'm like, wait, that looks curious.
Funny. All right. And a nice Earth Zuma from Cyber. Cyber going into Zone 5 already. This Zone 3 has been a little bit of a struggle here for Paratroopa.
Yeah, I would honestly like to see Cyber slow down a little bit at this point.
Yeah, Cyber is really pushing. And almost
I like the drum, though.
To a degree of like...
You know, on the other hand, though, like, playing that floor, I don't know, don't slow down if you're doing that.
That's true, that was pretty perfect. Alright, and I think we're going to see a trapdoor here. Yep.
Yeah, it's fine. You have Earth. You have Blast Helm.
And it looks like, Paratroopa is just going to...
Be careful with that, though.
Take a breather here.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you for backing up on this one.
This is a little dangerous, though. Like, only has one heart. There's plenty of enemies that'll one-shot Cyber.
One heart, but does have the feet. The feet actually was... He took 2 hits in the trapdoor, so the feet are the reason he wasn't dead.
Calculated. Ooh, double rider spawn. Is this gonna stay on the rails? It does.
Yeah,
just
fine.
Barely.
Whoa.
That was
You got
spicy.
scared by that ogre.
All right. Yep. Digging on in, and we are on to the Necrodancer fight. 2 hearts remain, and yeah, only half a heart of armor. So spicy. Only skeleton spawns so far, though. There's the mini boss. Gonna just make sure they deal with the dragon. Nice fireball, and one more hit. Nice little lure. GG. So just like a ridiculously good run for Cyber. I mean, that was solid 740 in game. I think they had a reset. Yeah, for the throw.
Yeah, reset at the very start.
But yeah, it was a really good run. It's tough to keep up with that if you're Paratroopa. But you know, the other good thing, like, this does have a little bit of a difference. I'm not totally sure why Cyber's in titanium. Maybe took a few bad beats at some point.
I mean, I'm gonna be in titanium after this week, so.
Oh yeah, like, okay, true. I'm gonna be in maybe blood because I got 0-6 today in gold, or yesterday.
So in my season, I've gone 2-1 in 2 of my sets, and I've lost literally every other set. So.
Oof. It's crazy how, like, we need to acknowledge that it is crazy how good everybody is. Like, I don't think I have decreased in skill that much. I think I've maintained. But everybody else just gets so good, and that's fine. Well, I'm happy to see it.
I do think my results are a little not indicative of how I played, although this week they were. I'm not playing well this week, but
yeah, I actually, all of my matches were like, I didn't get 3-0'd until this week, and then I got 3-0'd twice, except for Yuka, which I don't really count because of course I got 3-0'd by Yuka. Good stuff. All right. Let's get back into it here. So we got a quick Bloodshot kill there for Cyber. Paratroopa finding that freeze as well, but hasn't found the Bloodshot. I think skipped the Bloodshot.
No, it was in the Bloodshot. He just bought the items.
Oh.
There was a holy water in there too. So
okay.
It's okay. I mean, with the freeze, it is a safe kill if you want to take it, but if you're not going to use the blood drum, it sort of doesn't matter.
True. It's just time. Blood drum is very good, though.
Well, it's good, but I think it's overrated, and in this scenario, it's less good than normal because you already have the bombs. A lot of the value is that you can always dig.
True. Yeah, dig up the next secret room and that kind of thing. We got a map of familiar Dagger of Frost with a freeze. Cyber's gonna keep that. Paratroopa's already passed that floor, is onto the 1-3 shop.
Yeah, this is not what you want to see. Somebody missed a Darkness Shrine.
Yeah, that's not good. And so Para is still on the base dagger here. Well, Cyber not really getting much out of that shop. So just a little bit of delay. Paratroopa taking out those ghosts. Should be using their freeze.
Please use your freeze.
Yeah,
yes,
there it
I
is.
Agree. It's 8 beats, so you just have to deal 1 damage first.
All right, titanium longsword. What did Cyber go for there? Went for purple? Yeah, it was just transmit tomes. Yep. Didn't want them. All right, so like weapon difference is not that big. But with the freeze spell, that frost dagger can be a lot better. Down Dove putting in a lot of work right now.
I mean, the Darkness Shrine is the big thing. Is that a courage ring?
It is.
Oh, okay. Well,
this is interesting. And a little dig through from the boss. We'll see if Paratroopa goes for it. I would prefer to have the titanium longsword.
I think Paratroopa has to kill. Like, you can't not get courage here. You're just going to lose.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Is this enough gold? It's not.
No, you don't have time to farm the gold either.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's going to be tough because you're already behind Darkness, but I think you can't also be behind courage.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, Paratroopa does farm up for it. Meanwhile, Cyber, oh, that was gruesome. I don't know if you saw that there, but that little shove monster pushing Cyber back onto the ice and then getting clapped.
Yeah. Yeah, so I see the comments, bomb for the gold. I would have killed because I'd want the weapon too. 3 damage is way better than 2 damage for courage.
As long as you don't take a hit. Because the other thing is you want to make sure you're killing every time. That's sort of the trade-off you have with titanium versus obsidian. Obsidian, you'll be killing every time as long as it's charged. Pretty much. But with titanium, you won't be killing every time, but you'll have a consistent damage. Speaking of taking damage, Cyber is down to half a heart.
Oh, no, please don't use your freeze. Uh-oh.
That was dead. I don't think there was any way out of that.
Yeah.
As soon as...
Okay, well, that's exactly what... Oh, this is definitely exactly what Paratroopa needed.
I mean, that is just how this game is, right?
There we go.
The moment you have a death, safety is found by the other player. That is just how it always goes. That might be a food shop.
That's because you look for it once your opponent's dead.
No, but it's like, okay, yes, that's true. There's like a confirmation bias thing there. But I also think like the amount of, I mean, it's all confirmation bias at this point. Because yeah, like the amount of times I feel like we see a potion like right away after the opponent dies or that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's just confirmation bias. This is actually kind of sketchy. That is a lot of ice.
Fine. Paratroopa has lots of time. There we go. The dragon is moving horizontally.
I don't think Paratroopa has a lot of time. That's the problem.
It's enough time to deal with this floor.
Yeah, but I think Paratroopa needs to not slow down.
You still have a good build, so.
That's true. It is a good build. I really like this build a lot. I'd be very happy with it. All right, eat the carrot. No, okay, that's fine. Not exactly optimal hearts, but it's still fine. We're gonna scoot the exit. That was the exit that got Cyber. Cyber finding a blood cat. I think they did find that earlier.
Yeah, they had that earlier. You can't say on 1 damage blood cat. It's just not enough.
Yeah, and actually, I guess being aware of the build, you're not gonna find another damage ring or something unless you go somewhere else. Which I like that that's a factor in racing on CoNDOR, is that having like what do they call it, seed retention, like being aware of, you know, what the seed has in store. And it's like, okay, if it has courage, that might change your sort of calculus on how what you're gonna farm for. That is a horizontal blue dragon.
Please use the freeze.
You have freeze.
Run in there and freeze. Well,
Fight freeze with freeze.
Or back up, I guess. Actually, this worked out not bad. I guess the dragon got pushed to the side by the golems.
Yeah, that was fine. And Cyber does go with that titanium. Oh, that's not a potion. That's a vault. And a lot of chicken in those crates.
Yeah, I guess if you were going, so I'm looking at what Tang said in chat. I guess if you were going for the fastest run back, you probably would keep Gold Rocket.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can be fast enough with that to catch up. And if you can't catch up, you don't take Gold Rocket, because you're probably gonna die.
I feel like you're underestimating Cyber here. I think Cyber has a chance to catch up. I don't know.
Well, but I was saying that's the decision behind Gold Rocket.
Right. Okay. Oh, this is awkward. Yeah. Okay.
It would be less awkward if you used the freeze spell.
This is true. Yeah, freeze is pretty important. Speaking of freeze, looks like their stream froze a little bit here. And Cyber is into zone 3-3.
Please use the freeze.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, freeze spell is not getting used.
Thank goodness for the heavy plate.
There it is. Oh, missing out on that pixie.
It's fine.
Yeah, they do have a whole bunch of cookies. All right, Cyber coming down. So about a zone behind, and it is zone 4. So the biggest of the zones. And we're going to see, it looks like, yeah, bomb spell. Good call. Could have done a freeze bomb spell just to really speed this fight up, but...
I think I would have just done an Ozuma. You're probably not grabbing the chest anyway, so save the time.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know, maybe you do. No, I guess not. Those are pretty bad.
Yeah. Helmet was the only maybe take.
You can take the helm, but
yeah.
I think I would rather see items. You already got heavy plate.
Oh, yeah. Cyber definitely thought that was... Oh, this is bad. Those are grenades. Oh no. That was
funny looking death though.
That was kind of funny. Just hucking grenades every which way.
Yeah.
Oh man, yesterday in my race I actually died to an earth dragon putting a wall behind me. I just like totally forgot that was a thing. I was in like total panic mode trying to catch up. But it like just, you never die to that. I was just like, all right, I'm gonna hit this dragon, I'm gonna step back, and then tink, stomp. Oh, well, shoot. Bottom right there. Yeah, you gotta, if you have Torch of Foresight, check for traps. And if you see no traps in the room, it's probably the exit.
A fun thing with Torch of Foresight in Zone 3 is I try to look for the rooms where like the traps are missing.
Yeah.
Until we find the exit.
Yep. Yeah, Torch of Foresight's a really kind of neat one because most people use it, yeah, for like trapdoors and stuff, but just being aware that traps do not spawn in the boss room is really helpful. And yeah, you can kind of see, oh, there's a room over there, and then I look, there's no traps, so that's got to be it. Freeze. Freeze. Freeze.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Oh man,
it's fine. That one was okay. You have the time to safe play now, so
that's true. But I feel like the safe play was to freeze. So, all right, what is happening?
I think we're killing the sarcophagi. I don't hate it.
I don't hate it, but I feel like if you know lures...
Well, now you do the lures now, right?
Like, especially with a freeze. Oh, God.
Be careful of that, though.
If you have a freeze, then the lures are 100% safe. Lures are almost always safe anyways. Didn't want to bomb that.
Okay. I mean, that's fine, I guess.
Yeah,
no, you don't want to bomb it.
That felt like the first way that I, like, not to disparage Paratrooper, because that was totally safe, but like the first ways that I was starting to understand how to fight Dead Ringer, where it's just kind of like, how do I do this? Like, it wasn't really a strategy, but it definitely was safe and like aware of how Dead Ringer fights work. And so just trying to like, yeah, just make everything comfy.
So in other words, what I do when I play Arya, because I never bothered to learn the quick kill.
For the loot?
Yes.
Oh.
I knew it at one point for a little bit, but I had like 70, 80 clears before I bothered trying to learn it.
That's so much more intense.
The loot fight is... Because, no, I pretty much never die if I don't do the quick kill. The reason I learned it is for speedrunning, because it's way faster.
It's way faster. Hence the name. Well, I can't throw stones because I still haven't learned Oblivion. I just never learned it. I still do the Japanese strat, which I believe is slightly less consistent than Oblivion, depending on your build. All right, GG, nice job, Paratroopa. Solid fight there on the Necrodancer. Takes a win off of Cyber. That death. Oh, let's go to it. We got a huge Korg moment here. This death is something. So, ooh, a potion. This is not a potion. Immediate monkeys and then grenades.
And you're encouraging into the middle of the whole thing, too.
Yeah. That was really unfortunate. I think the thing is, just needed to back off. As soon as they got flanked by the monkeys.
Well, it's also really funny because if they had been farther away, you look at the mini-map and you see it's just filled with yellow, so it's a vault.
Yeah.
But it's visible from the start, so you just look at the walls on the main map.
That's interesting. I mean, Cyber had mapping, so maybe that's why. But for me, like the whenever I drop down to Zone 4, I look at the mini map immediately.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
I do that on most floors because I know what the room looks like that I'm landing in. It's a 5x5 room with nothing in it.
Oh, that's interesting. You know, I've never. That's fair. I feel like with zones, well, all the other zones, I'm reacting to the. I might do that for Zone 5. I'm not totally sure, but 1, 2, 3, I just look at what I'm seeing around me and just go based on that. But yeah, maybe with, like, we're talking minimap without mapping. So, but with Zone 4, yeah, it's super valuable because
I try to look at it even in like Zone 2. It's not very reliable, but sometimes I'm like, oh, this looks like it's a little far to the right, so I should go left.
Right. / left. Yeah, that's actually really interesting. I've never considered, like, I use that strat for Zone 4, and just in case people in chat aren't aware, it's a really useful strat. I think it was Goof who I first heard it from, but basically you can look at the location of the minimap, and when you... you
Cyber! Want to dig that wall, Cyber.
No. Yeah, you look at the location of the minimap in comparison to the actual game window. And if it's, if it's in the bottom right, then you know you need to go up left. And you don't have to dig a wall to figure out if you're going the right way or not.
Yeah, I still just get it wrong in Zone 4 all the time because I still don't know where the minimap is.
Fair. What's up, Auburn? Arcana, thank you so much for the raid. Sorry for the delay on that, but yeah, I don't know. My Nightbot's being a little slow today. Still get it wrong. I still get it wrong sometimes too, but yeah, it is helpful. I feel like I get it right more now than I used to when I was just guessing, so that's good.
Yeah.
We got a obsidian broadsword for Paratroopa, a little bit of a safer-ish weapon compared to the cat. That certainly is debatable. I'm not going to say that with too much authority because I can see some people thinking, having that strong, consistent damage, especially with the cat, is pretty good.
So I would say that the cat is probably safer through Zone 2 if you're good.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, if I were Cyber in this situation, I would not be taking black. Take this to Zone 3 and then maybe check black or pick up a weapon on the way. That is a war cat. which is not great, except it is a high damage war cat, so it should be fine.
War cat's a little like, it mostly doesn't matter because you just kill things. It's just the mini bosses.
Yeah, or the like golems. Like you just got to be really aware of the enemies that you're not going to kill in one shot. But any one range weapon is not ideal with war. You'd rather a move attack, or I guess a rapier, or the unspoken war axe.
What's an axe? I've never heard of those.
So Paratroopa was scooting ahead just a little bit here, finding a shop full of food.
I didn't know that was the food shop.
Or cat, also known as car. That is as a huge fan of portmanteaus, I don't know if that's the way I would do the portmanteau. But wat doesn't sound very good. Quat. Okay. All right, we got a pulse spell. I feel like that spell has now, I'm gonna say it, officially integrated into just everybody's got comfort with it. It's just a good.
Use it. Oh, Cyber had a great pulse there. I wanted to see it. Just as you say that, he had a golem and a dragon lined up.
Oh, really? Oh, all that shop row though, paying out big for Paratroopa right now. There is a danger though with a pulse spell, and it's pulsing your shop when you're trying to kill a nightmare stomping through the walls.
Oh, I'm sure that's never happened to anybody.
Oh, I missed it. Otto, I didn't miss that pulse. All right, I missed that pulse. All right, some good stuff there. Are we gonna go for push broom? I think Para was thinking about it, but got hit diagonally.
Yeah, it's tough because it's zone 3, but you do have the. Can you just stand on the hot coals? I actually don't know if hot coals trigger a pain shrine.
Oh, pain shrine? No, they don't. I'm pretty sure I've tried that. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive they don't.
Because the problem is all the enemies do 1,000,000 damage because it's zone 3.
Yeah, you need to get like a white skeleton rider to knock them off, and or have a lot of armor, or just use shop bro and like take a full heart, but then heal.
No,
that'd be really awkward. Speaking of awkward, I gotta say, Cyber playing this very well, not awkward at all, even though it is glass in zone 3. Paratroopa going out of their way to get that upgrade chainmail. It does give Cyber the lead here. I think also maybe the snag of this broadsword is really starting to hurt.
Honestly, I think that was an I got lost and now I see the shop, so I'm going in. Because that's when I end up in zone 3 shops.
Yep. I don't know, man. Maybe I'll just check the shop.
Yeah. Well, I don't know where I'm going, but I see this shop entrance, so what's it got?
Oh, and here comes a bit of snag. This is fine. Oof. A few hits here and there. On to deep
we
blues.
got some cookies.
All right, Cyber into zone 4. Successfully avoiding that. Oh, watch this wall pig. Oh, well done. Going around the range. Yes, wall pigs have a range of 5, everyone. It's really useful to know.
There goes the armor.
Yep. And there goes the beat. Not able to dig with the obsidian shovel.
Well, at least there's fireball and pulse. So if something happens to the cat, Cyber still has weapons.
True.
Just gotta hope that if something happens to the cat, Cyber still has health.
Yeah, that can be hard to come by sometimes.
Oh, blast helm.
Oh, is that what happened? I was really confused for a second.
I'm scared. This is a lot of enemies.
Awkward. Yeah, and not a lot of armor.
Helm.
These blast helm plays. There's some armor. Wow, really well played 4-3. Oh, that sneaky pulse.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Cute little pulse. Yeah.
Oh, there's the max range wall pig.
Oh, yike. I remember when the max range of a wall pig was the max range of the good level. The good times. That was also the case with dragons. I mean, yes, they shoot further,
well,
but
dragons still have a max range of the whole level.
yeah,
I think
so too. But they have to.
They have to see you.
They have to see you. Their eyesight got worse. They got a little bit nearsighted. All right, Cyber charging ahead here has managed. Don't want to jinx it, but yeah, I just jinxed it. I just jinxed it. I mean,
at least the wire's right here. Just kill things on the wire, please.
I like the moment I started saying it. I'm like,
there we go.
He's gonna break this, and I didn't complete my thought, and yet he still broke it. It's the power of the commentator.
You completed your thought. It just didn't happen.
Yeah.
You just didn't say it.
Yeah, it's been confirmed. I don't have to say it out loud for it to happen.
I was thinking when I saw that dragon, I would want to just double fireball, which I think would have been fine because it pushes the orc back.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Watch out, Eggy Boy coming in hot. Those things are fast.
Yeah, they do a lot of damage.
Yeah, especially with barely any armor.
Yeah, for some reason, Zone 5 always does more damage than I expect. Oh, like that. Uh-oh.
Run away! Oh
no!
What the heck? Oh, that evil eye was living up to its name. Holy cow.
Yes.
That was rude. Oh.
Oh, man.
I hate that. I hate when you're playing and you're just like, I'm aware of like 6 enemies. And I mean,
that feels like all of my races this season, what just happened there to Cybers.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, where you're like, I am fully aware of like this whole swarm situation, but there's just one extra enemy that I just don't have the like cognitive capacity to handle right now.
My season is just, I know I'm just a little bit worse than I used to be, but I play like I'm not. So I just die over and over.
Yeah, that feels bad. I managed to go deathless for the first like week and a half, which I was very happy with. That was kind of my goal. And then that stopped being a case.
Deathless would not have been a good goal in my races, honestly. I'm not going to keep up with Crystal if I'm playing Deathless.
Oh, yeah. Me neither. It's just we have different goals. I like that, Auburn. There you go, Tang.
So both of them checking the same, not actually the exit rooms.
Yeah, it's pretty clearly the one to the south, I feel like, because of the width.
I'm wondering if Para knew that it wasn't the exit room or not the same, please. Okay. Thankfully, we have some armor from Paratroopa.
And looks like we're doing that same strat we saw earlier.
Yep. Kill the sarcophagi. Maybe pulse the ogre too. Oh,
yeah.
Or just it's just
just delete them.
Just a 5. Yeah, it's just I didn't realize it was 5 there. You have the extra bomb this time, so you could. No, this is fine.
There we go. Well handled. That was a very safe, comfy dead ringer. All right, now on to the Necrodancer.
Okay, I'm going to teach chat about this. If you have Blast Helm, you almost never want to double bomb to start opening the stage. You only do it if you have exactly a whip. Because every other weapon, you can attack the turnip in front of you and then move forward, and you will be, you'll have iframes on both of those beats.
Oh, yeah.
So you save a bomb at no cost.
Yeah, but if you don't need the bomb. It's just kind of the same,
bombs,
right?
if you have Blast Helm, bombs are really good in this fight.
Oh, that's
because
true.
you can do things like kill Red Dragon.
Yeah, good point. Good point. All right, well, Paratroopa with the reverse sweep? No, is that how it works in best of threes? I don't know. But manages to come back with 2 wins and take the set. Well done. Let's get that replay. Big Korg moment here. And it's like looking all hunky-dory. There is a pretty decent number of enemies coming in.
Yeah, and you can't open the door because you left all the enemies there.
Oh, yeah. That's a big part of it. Yeah, there's a lot that happens here.
This was you need to know that you have enough of a lead that you can just kill all the things.
Yeah, take your time.
That was your opponents in the same room kind of push, which...
Yeah, I agree.
Have to do it there.
There's also a pulse opportunity on the metronome right there, but it was right when they took damage. So, and honestly, I think like going left once things start to go sideways, where that black skull is, might have been the way.
I think if Cyber took an extra step to the right, would that have been okay? Yeah, it would have been okay because that was a max range evil eye. So you can take a step to the right and then attack left
or back, but then the orc was going to be on. I mean, there's so many, like, this is one of those deaths where it's just, like, everything is happening. And where is your attention? Like, if you had an eye tracker on this, it would just be whipping around everywhere. You got nothing. So, totally understandable. That's a rough one. But a fun race. GG's. Hey, Tough, thank you. 39 months. Prime sub. Thank you so much, Tough. Really appreciate that. All right, well, that's going to be that for Cyber versus Paratroopa. We got another match in this first half. And then we've got reasonably sized news. All right, it's going to be Geki versus Kylaria. This is a blood match. I think this is going to be our first blood match of the showcases. Happy to have it. A couple of classic racers. A couple of classic conduitors.
I feel like there was a blood match last time I was on here, like in week 1.
I was not.
That's why.
Yeah.
Right, it was Tic Tac.
It was Tic Tac. Yeah, I had to pull out last minute.